Hi folks, Rich here. Pedals. Look at the pedal. Guitars in the background. So, what's this video about? About a bit of waffle, isn't it really? I bought this recently. And loads of people like it. Undeniably a good pedal, but I was less keen on the sound. So I bought this. Now this was used, £22, metal case. And apart from the fact that I just prefer the sound to the Boss, you've got some bit more in the way of dials. You've got the tone, which I really like on this one because it makes a big difference. Gain of the volume, and then the ISF. Where's that? This one. It's a Blackstar thing. Infinite shape feature, which is not really infinite because it just goes from here to here, but it's supposed to be like American sounding on one side and British sounding on the other. It's another sort of a tone, but not really. But it just means you can really make this work well for you. So I've been having it set about like this. Gain all the way up. The tone in the middle and the ISF towards the British side. And it sounds proper metally, distorty-y. Whereas this, it just sounds a bit fuzzy. I don't know. It's just me, obviously. I just can't quite get into the sound of that. This is a much heavier pedal, but yeah, £22 that cost me, used. This is on eBay. I bought that brand new, stupidly. Never mind, it is a good pedal. So that's that. Whilst we've seen the purple pedal in the background, you'll have seen the video on this recently. The single coil tones are absolutely brilliant, not that it's what you probably would buy it for. And the humbucker tones are also really good. They take the overdrive very, very well. The neck on it, so I'm going to show you a bit of a neck difference. This is a modern. I'll pan the camera up a little bit towards the headstock to give a bit more context. And this is a traditional. Now, let me pan the camera up just a fraction more. A little bit hard to tell, perhaps because of the different styles of neck. In fact, this is making it look as if the modern is thicker. It's really not. The modern neck, and the reason they're called modern, well, part of the reason I bought it, is they're slimmer, much slimmer this way. Little bit wider this way fractionally, but slimmer this way. Really nice satin. So it's not like an Ibanez or anything as crazy as that, but it makes it very playable. And it is lovely to play. My problem with this is I just don't like that colour. I know, some people will love it. It's not me. Anyone who's subscribed for a while has seen other videos. I'm really boring with my guitars. I've had loads and loads of them, but the majority of them tend to be sort of telly or strats of some sort. I have had other things, of course, mixed in there. But so this follows that formula. But I like white guitars. I've not really had any white guitars for ages, apart from the Chapman. I like black guitars, I like sunburst guitars, things like that. So, yeah, so I've reluctantly put it up for sale. I'm probably going to regret it because it plays so well and sounds so good, but it just doesn't fit here. And yes, so that's that. I've also, I don't know if those of remember, I had an ML3 standard P90. Let's move this here towards me a bit, straining my neck. P90, which had a sort of a wood type veneer top, which is lovely. And I sold it when I bought the ML3 Pro. Although they're both ML3s, they're very different guitars, and I kind of missed it. And Lucas, I don't think he subscribes, but he's someone I met through Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Chapman user group, I think. He got the purple one of these, and when I was deciding whether to keep purple or black, obviously kept black. He's got purple, but he's got an ML3 P90. He's changed the switch and he's put a treble bleed on it, and I've just bought it off him. It looks in good nick. He's in a band, so it's used, proper used. It's not going to really look brand new, but it's good. So I bought that for a really good price, $235 including shipping from him. He's up in Aberdeen, so I'm looking forward to getting that back, and that one will get some sort of a hot rails, I think, in the bridge. So that'll make this ML3 Pro completely different. Well, it is anyway, but even more different. And then this is going to have to go, and I need something else. I also bought this, a Joyo digital reverb, which I haven't yet opened. to go on my little mini pedal board, which hasn't got many things on it, but that's just boink. Got some good reviews on this, and I've paid, was it 39? I think it's 39. Metal case, repeat time, level, oh, they're quite firm feeling, which is good. Usual clicky. So yes, so now on my pedal board I've got a chorus pedal, distortion, I've got distortion and overdrive, chorus and this, and I've also bought second-hand a Sonic Cake reverb, because what I'm doing at the moment with my Boss Katana is it's on the 50, it's a 50 watts, on 50 watts. I've got the volume, the master volume to the top, the other volume really low, the gain's all the way off, but I've been using the reverb on there at about a quarter, the delay at about half, and the boost on about a third. So now that I've got this heavy metal pedal here, for one, what I've done is I've pulled the gain up on the amp to a quarter, so slightly different to a booster really. The booster is slightly more hollow. There are 3 different boosters, 3 different sounds, so it not only gives it some oomph, it just changes the sound a little bit, and I didn't really want that. So I've taken the boost off and just put a little bit of gain on instead. But it's on the clean channel, it still gives me really nice cleans, but then when I press the overdrive pedal, then that gives it a decent bit of extra grunt, and with this, a lot of extra grunt. And then I've got, and I've also wanted to control the delay and the reverb with the pedal, because I sometimes like reverb off and just delay, and sometimes if I'm looking for something a bit more spacious sounding, I have them both on. So yeah, there we go. So what's next in guitar land? Something's got to replace this, because I'm not happy with that being that. And then I'm done with Chapman's for the time being. I'll have 4 whenever I get replacement for this. Very nice Chapman's that do all sorts of different things. And of course I've got Mina, my single cut at the back, which sounds bloody amazing. So then I'm probably going to have a look for the 25th anniversary Harley Benton Fire Mist Gold Telly and Strat. They're on about 8 weeks at the moment from Toman. They're making some more coming over from China. So I'll probably want to get one of each of those as a matching pair. And then I'm probably going to get a couple of vintage branded guitars, because I've had 1 Strat and a couple of LPs. So anyway, that's it really. That's all. Bye for now.